It's so nice to see you again.
Oh man, I'm just unconscious.
You became unconscious after awakening to your power.
I don't know why I'm disappointed that I'm not dead.
It's nothing to worry about, though. So just relax.
As a matter of fact, you have no choice but to relax, being unconscious and all.
By the way, I see that it was Orpheus that heeded your calling. That power is called a persona. It is a manifestation of your psyche.
So it's like brain stuff. I don't understand.
It may take some time to fully comprehend. A persona is a facet of your personality that surfaces as you react to external stimuli. You can think of it as a mask that protects you as you brave many hardships.
Okay.
That being said, your power is still weak.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
When you use your persona ability, you must channel your inner strength. The ability evolves as you develop your social links, your emotional ties with others.
More Scion words.
The stronger your social links, the more powerful your persona ability.
We'll find out about social links later.
Please remember that. Now then, time marches on in your world. I shouldn't keep you here any longer. Next time we meet, you will come here of your own accord. Until then, farewell.
Alright. Dot, dot, dot. The rest of the dots are silent. I do wonder. We have been asleep, if you remember the time, for quite a while.
You're awake. How do you feel?
Where am I?
Thank goodness you finally came to.
Obviously, we're in a hospital.
How much sleep do you need? It's been a whole week.
More sleep than your body has room for.
I was so worried about you. Oh yeah, this is Tatsumi Memorial Hospital. It's just a short walk from the station.
People might get that reference.
The doctor couldn't find anything wrong with you. He said you were just exhausted. But you kept sleeping and sleeping. You know how worried I was?
Very worried, like you just said.
I'm sorry I couldn't do anything.
So her inability to shoot herself in the head for the second time is, yeah.
Even though I was supposed to protect you, But your power, it was amazing.
Our power kind of exploded, then another power came out, and then that disappeared, and then our original power came back. That's pretty amazing, I guess.
You mean the shadows?
Ah, shadows. So, the things were shadows.
They're what we're fighting against.
They're demons, basically.
And the power you used, we call it persona.
Which are also basically demons.
We'll explain everything later. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. I wanted to tell you that I'm sort of like you.
What does that mean? Yeah, what do you mean?
My dad died in an accident when I was little.
Ah.
My mom and I aren't exactly on good terms. You're all alone too, right? To be honest, I already know about your past.
Huh.
But it didn't seem fair, so I wanted you to know about mine.
Okay.
It was back in '99.
Hey.
There was a big explosion in the area.
If we remember, our teacher said that's when our parents died.
Supposedly, my dad died in the blast, but nobody really knows what happened. He was working in a lab run by the Kirijo group.
Kirijo, huh?
So, I'm hoping that if I stick around long enough, I'll find out something. That's why I'm going to Gekkokan High, and why I was there when this happened to you.
Okay.
Of course, I panicked and wasn't much help. It was my first time fighting them too. I'm sorry. You wouldn't have to go through all this if I wasn't such a coward.
So, I'm guessing basically in the cutscene at the beginning of the game when she's trying to shoot herself in the head, she's practicing? I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't scared. It's not your fault.
Thanks. But still. Here I am telling you all this the minute you wake up. While I was waiting, I thought to myself, I've been hiding so many things from him. As soon as he wakes up, I'll tell him the truth. So, thanks for listening. I've been wanting to share that story with someone for a long time. Alright, I'm gonna get going. I'll let the others know you woke up. Take it easy, okay? Be a good patient.
Never.
And don't hesitate to call the nurse. I'm sure she'll take good care of you. Bye.
Okay, so we passed out, woke up at a hospital, we've been sleeping for a week. Great. Oh man, behind it so much homework. We don't have homework in this game. Yep. Okay. That's the room with the door that was locked, with the bathrooms I couldn't go into before. So, morning. Evidently we're gonna have some kind of classroom thing. Ah, it's Samurai Man. Huh. It's tough being an adult. I don't know, maybe if you go in chronological order, you could figure that out. Being a history teacher. Yeah, how was you supposed to know that? Now, I had no idea what this was before. The answer's mud huts. I don't know anything about Japanese history, but apparently this is kind of a thing. I get it. Dull, because it's not about swords. Really smart. You'd think answering questions would get you more academics, but that doesn't. Basically, it's everybody else. You're cheating, and everybody else likes you more for it. Because you're almost always telling somebody else the answer, or just standing up and answering. Yep. Again, it skips the after-school segment, but we decide to walk home through the mall. Another area we can go to, but which is not on our way home. I don't know. Well, I guess it depends on the way we go home, but presumably we wouldn't go into the mall. Alright, this is a good place to save the game. Alright, so let's get up to the floor. There's nothing else we can do. So we're supposed to go to the 4th floor to meet, whatever that guy's name, Kutsuki. So, our character has no idea what's going on, but presumably he's going to talk to us about the whole, persona thing.
Ah, there you are. I'm glad that you're okay.
Me too.
The reason I asked you here is because I needed to talk to you.
Okay.
Please, have a seat.
It's kind of questionable why the chairman of the board for the school would be visiting one of the kids' dorms, but, yeah.
Oh, before that, I believe I mentioned him earlier, but this is Akihiko.
How you doing?
This is the first time our character has actually met Akihiko, so...
Okay, let me start off by asking you this. Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours?
No.
Do you remember the night you came here? You had to have noticed the signs.
Yeah.
The streetlights went out, nothing was working, there were coffins everywhere. Didn't it feel like you were in a different time? That's the dark hour, a time period hidden between one day and the next.
I don't know what it feels like to be in a different time. Metal Gear? I don't get it.
I know how you feel. Who would believe such a story?
Little kids, maybe.
But the dark hour occurs each night, right at midnight. It'll happen tonight and every night to come.
Whoa.
Normal people don't realize it, since they're all sleeping inside their coffins.
It's kind of morbid.
But that's not what makes the dark hour so interesting.
Akihiko is unnaturally interested in the shadows.
You saw those creatures. We call them shadows. They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone not in a coffin.
Whoa.
It's our job to defeat them. Sounds exciting, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Akihiko, why are you always like that?
Yeah, man.
You just got hurt the other day.
Now. He does his work well.
Apparently not, since he got injured.
Long story short, we're the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, SEAS for short. On paper, we're classified as a school club, but in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows.
A school club that fights demons. Demon fighting club.
Mitsuru is the leader. I'm the club advisor.
Okay, so that explains what he's doing here, on paper.
A shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim becomes a living corpse.
A zombie?
They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news, if not all of them.
Dude. Let's not ask about the police, man.
Although rare, there are those who can function during the dark hour. Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to fight the shadows.
Cool.
That's Persona, the power you used the other night. The shadows can only be defeated by Persona users, which means it's all up to you guys.
Okay.
I'm glad you're quick to understand.
What he's trying to say is, we want you to join us.
Awesome.
We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
Okay, the evoker is the gun that we use to shoot ourselves. It's not actually a real gun, unfortunately. Alright.
I was afraid you'd say no.
We didn't have that option, man.
Welcome aboard.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad. Oh, I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay here, in your current room? I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
That's, convenient.
Hold up. Wasn't that... Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter anymore.
Nope. Done. So this is what happens when you get a social link card appears showing which arcana it is. Basically, the game's based a lot on the major arcana of a tarot deck. So, this is the Fool's social link. And the Fool's social link affects personas based on the same arcana. Enemies also have an arcana, and so do party members. But the Fool is us, but the social link is actually our party members in general at this point. Or rather, the C's group.
Hi, how are you?
Oh. It's that creepy kid. Yep. How'd you get in here, man?
I'm always with you.
Ah!
Soon, the end will come.
God.
I remembered, so I thought I should tell you.
I remembered that the world was gonna end, so... The end.
The end of everything.
I have weird dreams.
But to be honest, I don't really know what it is.
Asteroids? It's asteroids, isn't it?
Oh, looks like you've awakened to your power.
Yep.
And an unusual power it is. A power that takes many forms, yet is bound by none.
Remember that for later.
It may prove to be your salvation, depending on where you end up.
Teleports.
Do you remember when we first met?
Yeah. Gary thought I was crazy.
I expect you to honor your commitment. I'll be watching you, even if you forget about me.
So he's connected to Igor in some way?
Okay then. See you later.
I don't know. Huh. We'll find out about that.
Hey, it's me. Can you come down here? Okay, he's here now. So, what's this all about?
There's someone I want to introduce. Hey, hurry up.
Hold your horses. This is freaking heavy.
Junpei? Why is he here?
Alright.
Wait, don't tell me.
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2F. He'll be staying here as of today.
We know that. We're in that class.
What's up?
Awesome.
He's staying here? You've got to be kidding me.
I bumped into him the other night. He has the potential, but he just awakened to it recently. I told him about us, and he agreed to help.
Cool.
You have the potential? For real?
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins.
The question is, why is a high school student walking around by himself at midnight? Well, I suppose we know the answer to the question. Up to no good.
I don't remember much, but man, that's embarrassing. He said that's, you know, completely normal in the beginning.
Sounds normal
Like
to me.
being confused and not remembering anything. Did you guys know that? Didn't he tell you? Man, every Persona user should know that.
Oh.
Man, I was shocked to find out about you guys. I had no idea. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It could get kind of lonely, you know?
I guess.
I'll bet you're stoked too, right? Having me join?
Yeah, woo! Bro fist. Kari's not.
Huh? Yeah.
Well, enough with the introductions. I think we're about ready.
Ready?
Oh, we're gonna go do something? Sweetness!
Erp.
With this many people, we can start exploring that place.
Place.
You mean Tartarus?
Whoa.
Tartarus? What's that? Sounds like toothpaste.
I love this line.
We believe we can find the reason for the dark hour there.
I hope so.
The chairman will give us the details tomorrow night, so be ready.
So apparently, we're gonna go do some stuff. Explore a place. Mondays suck, man. Lunchtime. At lunchtime, we'll often have people come up and talk to us, but this I don't think is one of those instances.
I thought I was gonna fall asleep in there.
Can I have a minute?
Not exactly.
Come to the lounge when you get back to the dorm. I have something to tell everyone.
Oh, are we having that talk?
About the birds and the bees.
I'll save the details for later. See you there.
Wow, she didn't waste any time leaving.
Yeah.
She's probably busy with things like student council, unlike us.
It says archery team girl.
Ooh, Yucatan. Do I sense some hostility?
Well, it's not that I don't like her. She's just...
She's just what? Yeah. She's kind of snooty. Yep. So again, we don't really get to control where we go. And going by the strip mall again. Inappropriate jokes. My favorite kind of jokes.
Okay, everybody's here.
It's a big couch.
I'd like your undivided attention. For a long time, Mitsuru and Akihiko were the only persona users we had. But that number recently jumped to 5. Therefore, starting tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like to commence the exploration of Tartarus.
Sorry, I asked this yesterday, but what's this Tartarus thing again?
Yeah, man.
You haven't seen it, Junpei?
Hmm?
It's no surprise,
I hadn't seen it either.
since it only appears during the dark hour.
The dark hour?
Apparently this wasn't explained to him.
Just like the shadows. Interesting, huh? And it's the perfect place for us to train.
Train. God.
You can think of it as a shadow nest.
Whoa. Their nest, huh?
That doesn't sound like a place we want to go into, but yeah, whatever.
But, Senpai, what about your injury?
Since Akihiko hasn't fully recovered yet, he'll only come as far as the entrance.
Why is he even coming at all?
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm sure he won't complain, as long as you don't go too far in. Since we're dealing with shadows, Tartarus isn't something we can avoid.
We could totally avoid it if we really wanted to, but, you know.
Relax, I've got your backs.
I'm not so sure about this.
I kind of wonder whether she's referring to what he just said, or if she's just not sure about it in general.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
I'll stay here.
Of course.
As you know, I can't summon a persona.
Nope. I wonder what his deal is. Yeah, he's active, but he can't summon a persona.
This is it? This is the place? Why here?
This is the school.
Just wait a few minutes. It's almost midnight.
Akihiko says things really creepily.